Lord. There you go. What's the foot? Who's villain? I get feeling. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Bob on fire. Kala ko. Boob on fire. Not Bob. I read it too. I read it too. Let's go. Let's go. Let's screw it. Let's screw it, guys. Let's go into game number 1. Let's just make it happen. So welcome. Welcome. Make some decisions. Make it happen. We are gonna be into game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. We'll look for a quick one here. Now we're all with P Calamitous, Screen, Caveat, and Somi on the blue hand side. Here for the red, it's Bob on fire, Grieva, Sander, Jun, Hera, and Chaos. So welcome guys to the first one. I got a little busy, got stuck in a few things, but now we are back and we are gonna get started. Sure, it's a little later than usual, but it's all good in the hood. Thank you guys for coming in pretty promptly. We got a quick little FFA going in the meantime, but anyway, now it is gonna be time to start things off on Hollywood. Why Hollywood? Why not Control? Why not? You know, start things off a little different sometimes. But anyway, it is Narbaral alongside Sweet Pea. What else do we got? Got Calamitous. There's Green. We have Caveat, and finally Somi. Here on the red hand side, though, it's Bob on fire with Grieva, Sander. There's Jun, Hera, and finally Chaos. So we'll see how the right hand side is gonna go for the tap into this one. So welcome guys to the 2019 Final Pug Arena. What's up? What's up, Peter? Thank you, Peter. What's up, Fergus? Oh, quick little DC there. Oh my god, there you go. So we should be good to go. Seems like just a little hiccup, but we are fine. Unfortunately though, the blue hand side will not have their main tank in a proper spot. And if you guys have seen me really quick, ball in the group sa in-game custom, I don't know man, I do not know. But anyway, into this one we are gonna get the Ryan Diva between Arbor and Sweet Pea. Calamitous coming on back with that McCree, and Green on the Tracer this one. He's really been practicing his DPS so far, especially in the Pugs, and he has a tough task to handle because Sander and Jun on the red hand side instead. Playing that Soldier 76, it is going to be a Blitzkrieg assault as quick as possible. The red hand side sure has some screams to go, and Green, the first casualty, gets spotted immediately by Sander. Quick trigger finger really is such a big deal here on Overwatch, and Sweet Pea right now gonna get hooked there by Bob on fire. In the meantime, Narbo dropping on down, gets punched away, Jun gonna get that takedown, and this is gonna be the Doomfist in a bad spot because Calamitous is still in behind. But the blue hand side not really paying attention to this Roadhog, and not really the best defense here so far from Team Blue. They're trying to get their McCree to get some DPS going, but in behind yet again, that's gonna be Jun. Chaos helping on out. And welcome back to Overwatch, guys, as the red hand side is gonna be able to get the 1-minute capture. It's been a while here for Narbo, Calamitous, and Somi. Each of these guys has been an OG in the OverRush PH community, but have been focusing on different games such as League of Legends and R6. But they always are welcome here and now, and it is going to be a struggle, of course. First game, no real warm-up against the likes of Sander, who has been practicing so much, as well, of course, as the Serious Esport gang between Greva, Jun, and Chaos. And speaking of Chaos already, another takedown on the Green. Looking to jump up on top, the Wrecking Ball dancing along, tactical visor available, Somi already dead to the water. And Sander on this high ground, getting some free hits. Chaos in the meantime with that Amp Matrix from the side, but not really an angle here being taken by the red hand side. It doesn't seem like it's necessary. It has been a free push so far. Decided to get back now, downloading now, it's time. Thanks, Fergus. Always a pleasure to have you, my friend. And in the meantime though, I keep saying Bob on fire. It's Bob on fire, or you can say Bob on fire. Bob on fire. They're both great names, honestly. And the Valkyrie is available here for Caveats, and they're too busy dealing with this Wrecking Ball, not really getting much done. Wednesday wants to be part of the Pugs too. In the meantime, Sweet Pea out in the front. We'll need to pop that fortify at some point in time. There you go though with a halt, and doesn't get much anti-heal instead. Full effect there. Greva with a kill on the Calamitous. And the blue hand side just completely completely shut down in this scenario. With 5:44 on the clock, they have so much to fight against, they have so much to deal with, and it's gonna be an eternity in their perspective. And still though, the two supports have their ultimates ready to go. And then we go with Meteor Strike from Jun Chaos in the meantime with 2 frags on the board. And now it's gonna be a Sleep Dart to remember, because Sander gonna get the kill on the Somi still. In the meantime, Chaos going for the top up. And overall, Team Blue just falling apart at the seams. A lot of coordination, a lot of good work done by Team Red. Bobo and Fire can be Mr. Calderon, can be. How you doing, Cal? It's almost a new year. A new year, new me, same old Overwatch. Solo, Grevana, anti-healed on up, and this is such a heavy choke here for the blue hand side. Team Blue needs to push, needs to get all the way to the opposite end. Apex right here right now, and into an Nana boost onto the Orisa. Might be the opening that Sweet Pea is trying to look for. Is the payload being pushed all throughout by Sander. He's having the best day with the objective. And another boost used up pretty early here by the blue hand side. Calamitous back to the fight. Green though will get caught by Bob. And here comes the Dragon Strike right now through the center. Looking to get that funnel, but the Sweet Pea right now taken down by Jun. Calamitous getting the counter kill. Narbaral though will get hooked up. And overall, this Roadhog Diva pairing between Bob and Fire and Grevo gonna be the new hotness apparently for the red hand side. No real meta here for both. Double shield, of course, not gonna be as effective as it used to, but still gonna be potent enough to force Sander on that bad predicament. Green can get the Meteor Strike instead. Overall, Team Blue able to get the defense, sure. That's a lot of ultimates they used up in that scenario. Meteor Strike right here, right now as well. And Somi gonna get the frag onto Bob. In the meantime though, Jun with that Meteor Strike up on top. Green trying to transition to that high ground. Let's see a 1v1 between the two. No, Sander gonna get the takedown instead. And the Soldier 76 just having a field day with that hit scan. Narbaral now the next target. Calamitous trying to get on the way. In no time like the present, it sometimes is a little difficult to shake off the ring rust, but you know, the Pugs is both an environment that will allow you to do so, but also punish you against well-versed opponents. Calamitous though, find a little bit for this from, never mind, Grevo gonna get in his face. Dragon Strike eats 10 there by the DM. In the meantime, here comes Bob, looking to go for the Taze, gets Green, Calam with another frag onto Hera, and a good flank here and now by our Hanzo. Rapido into face of the Soldier 76, not the best decision. Here we go now with the Nana boost onto Narbrawl, and we'll see if the Rock can get the fall instead. In the meantime though, Caveat pops the Valkyrie, gonna go for the resection. Calamitous back into the fight. Sweet Pea on the flip side takes care of that eye field. And overall, the blue hand side able to defend pretty well right now. 2 minutes elapsing, finally finding their form. And the Hanzo and the Doomfist looking to work together. This is gonna be like, I can't believe we're gonna get a third sheet of Pugs, Pug History 2020. And you know, it's great to see. It's great to see that even though population has gotten changed, especially the people in, we still have people making these pugs happen at least once a week. And here right now, Sander with the tactical visor, Narbrawl in a little bit of a pickle. In the meantime though, Valkyrie here and now from Hera, but someone needs to touch. Sweet Pea staying in the corner, Somi will get eviscerated instead. And here comes Green right now with that Meteor Strike. Will he land onto anyone? Get a frag that they need? Seems like it's not the case. The red hand side though still with that final rage. Green now with a kill onto one. Here comes the Doomfist looking for the punch onto Sander. Not gonna happen. Calamitous too far off. And even though the Mercy does fall, 223, not a bad defense there from the blue hand side by that third points. But they were overrun pretty handily, and now they will have to try to do a successful attack. Give me a sec, guys. You might not hear a little bit of Anya real quick. Yeah, I've been having a lot of technical issues right now. Why is the cat like that? Why does the cat sound like that? Why does it have to be like that? Actually funny. Wednesday, can you go out? On the right hand side. Yes. Yes. Anyway. So sorry about my cat, guys. It wants something. I don't really understand what it wants, but you know, maybe it's anticipating the new year. Happy New Year, Wednesday. Happy New Year.
Find another area.
Now it's time for a new round. New year, new computer. Maybe, guys. Maybe it's time for a new computer also. I always have a new computer at the ready named Claire's computer. As well as speaking nothing but Starship Troopers references. Enlist today. I did my part. I did my part. Enlist today. Enlist today. I don't know what else. That movie was really good though. Anyway, you know what isn't good? Sweet Pea taking a lot of damage to start things off. Forever in the meantime. Ooh, gonna get traded down. And Narvel with a good punish. Somi though sacrificing a life into the recipe. Go 6v5 advantage here for the blue hand side. But Narvel right now overextending. Sander gonna get that takedown. I-field set up here by Chaos. And the Batiste such a top tier pick right now in this meta. Green yet again with another punch. And even better on those. You know, it's even better in the ladder. Just playing the Batiste, you get to play that DPS, you get to play the I-field, save your idiots basically. And Sander, of course, whipping out that Doomfist, always a potent. There you go, the red hand side, able to defend that one. So for now, Team Red gonna be solid on that first defense, taking the advantage with Sander at 85% and Chaos at 75% on that Amp Matrix already. Meaning, ult economy in their favor. Green getting punched away. Can it lead to a takedown? Uppercut right now. Green getting on out. And Meteor Strike to disengage. Sander using the ultimates to try and get on away. Sweet Pea though, not really in the best spot. He's quite low already. Just jumps into the fray, into the backline. 27 HP. But no one really can heal him because it's a Lucia and the Mercy here for the blue hand side. Not the best synergy between Somi and Caveat right now. I'd like it better if he stayed on the Ana instead. But would you like to know more? And I would like to see Sweet Pea do more to do more with his team. In the meantime, right now, Dragon Strike is available. Sweet Pea gonna get hooked up yet again. Winston getting topped up by the Mercy, but still too much damage done. The Mercy right now of Caveat really trying to get that top up going. And you can already see the Valkyrie is the result of that. Anyway, no Dragon Strike here from Calamitous, looking to rise through the center. Does get a kill onto Jun, who's still staying on in the middle of that one. Berva in the meantime pops that Whole Hog, and that's gonna be the Roadhog spraying as much as he can on the roads. Basically a spawn camp here and now by Team Red, but they have lost too. These are big picks right now. Hera forced to use that rest action to bring Jun back to life. And the Dragon Strike is available, but it seems like the head of Calamitous is gonna be gone as Jun right now gets a perfect headshot there onto Calam as he lunges on in. Narborough right now in a bad spot. There we go with the bubble shield. It seems like Caveat on the opposite end. Instead, Valkyrie available. And it's time for the blue hand side to potentially go for this push. But still, it really isn't panning out well for them. The synergy between their team picks, not really the best. The Winston and the Sigma unable to work together effectively. And right now, it's time to go for the push. Here you go with the sound barrier. Raxus, feel free to join as well. I've heard that you're part of something new right now. Good congratulations there. Jundo, Dragon Strike, connects onto CP. Sander, in the meantime, punching in our brawl. And right hand side, looking that they are ready for the open division coming this year. Seems like the flames of Sander cannot be stoked right now. With a minute and 12 remaining. Chaos in Sander right now. 2 frags on the board. Sweet Pea again, the target. Narvaron ready with the flux. And this might be a big one because that's going to be a huge anti-heal there from Somi. Lands 3 down. Can it actually lead to a kill? Seems like it's not the case. Top up there, courtesy of the Mercy as well as the Batiste. Completely on point. And now the Rock trying to connect onto Jun. Not going to get enough done. Caveat in the meantime with that top up onto Somi. It's time though to drop on down. Caveat looking to bring Narvel back into life, saying no sir, please don't hurt me. Anyway though, 44 seconds remaining. Forever having that hook available. Chaos in the meantime gets the side onto Caveat. And overall the red hand side has decided to take the streets of Hollywood in their favor. Still Somi right now sniping away. Calamitous right now onto the right. And with 30 seconds left, the blue hand side is such a big predicament. Sweet Pea right now coming back to life. Narbrawl already using his flux. And Green gonna get caught immediately. Dragon Strike is available. Can Bob stay alive? Ah, the shield play. Absolutely essential. Someone needs to touch her for Team Blue. And can Green go for something else? He's still on the doofus right now. Punches the wall by mistake. It is so difficult right now because Sweet Pea has to go for the sacrifice. Steps on the point. Might be a little too early. Calamitous and Narbrawl giving chase. And here comes the Dragon Strike right now. Overtime ticking away. They want to go for the Hanzo first. Calamitous still left to fend for himself against Sander. And that Doofus finally going down. Jundo with the counter kill. But things look good here for the blue hand side. They have a momentum on the point. They have a stopping point. Sander right now brought back to life. Jun getting sniped on the Caveat. And now it might be the red hand side's time to turn things around. Narbrawl though, looking to support Calamitous, but he gets whittled down by Jun instead. In the meantime, still, that's gonna be the Hanzo trying to get away, but Green right now with that man was enabled to get to. Meteor Strike is there as well. Supercharger gone from the game. And the blue hand side right now with that first tick taken. Looking for a second in this scenario. Should be able to get that one. Objective for Team Blue. finally getting captured, finding that opening. But a spawn cap there from the red hand side. Sure, it doesn't lead to the full hold, but a lot of time with that. Should put in your points towards Daks Tagalog or Kanto casting for 10k points or something. I don't think a casting style that will alienate a big part amount of my audience would be good. I mean, you can ask for it, and I can make it for you if you want on something else. If you guys specifically want something from me, you can ask for it, and I can do it on something you own, basically. Like a replay, I'll be like, sure, sige, for your use. Not gonna throw it on my stream though like this. I don't think everyone can appreciate it as well. But you know, Dragon Strike is available, and bro, I got Persona to protect, man. But give me a lol replay. I'll cast it for you, sure. And I'll have no idea what to I'll have no idea what it will do, what's gonna be happening, but I will scream all the time. Anyway, the blue hand side getting spawn cap yet again. It seems like it's the same old day. Ooh, Fergus. Giving the ad. It's been a while, my friend. And you know, tough times here. Hard times indeed for the blue hand side. And that's another hook. Calampus trying to play Spider-Man, but instead Wu gets swatted down like Gwen Stacy instead. So difficult right now here. And now for our attacking team. Basically, the issue is really how the red hand side is just so on point with how they play. They understand many of the current nuances of the game, and their synergy right now, especially with that Orisa Hog, really going to show that combos are still the name of the game here on Overwatch. Anyway though, here go with the hits. Can you cast, imagine if they have a mobile port of Overwatch, I mean the Chinese ones? Maybe. Cast in Spanish. Obla, soy Dora. Y no comprendo un Reinhardt. Charju. I don't know, man. I don't speak Spanish. But the Meteor Strike is available here. And this is just a wash by this point. The spawn camp is a little too hard, too much to handle. Sander and Greva just relaxing in the fun. Praxis is so, Praxis is always welcome here, guys. You guys are welcome to stay waiting for your scrims. That's the Dragon Strike right here, right now from Calampus, looking to cut a little bit of that opening. Might get a charge onto Greva. Doesn't connect though. In the meantime, Number right now ready with that shatter. Goes for the snipe onto Hera, but it seems like the Goddess will be going down instead. Overtime not ticking away. The payload gonna get pushed. Clutch Factor apparently is here for the blue hand side, and they finally go for that Rhine Zarya. And right clicks are banned. And if you know Tagalog Kanto casting, I'm not the best at it. I turn into something completely different when I do that, but you know, no, I'm not gonna do it right now. You know, there are a lot of casters that are good at that, so I don't need to fill a niche in that scenario. Anyway, green on the left hand side. Still, we do have Narbrol keeping the push forward. And overall, it seems like the Halt hook might finally be forming. Never mind, Germa with a flank instead gets caveats, but the anti-heal actually gonna get the effect, and there's gonna be a sleep dart as well. Nana Boost now might be the next part here. Overtime though, ticking away, hesitating on that Nana Boost, and that is gonna be the red hand side with the first victory. Last pug of the session of the year, guys. So feel free to hop on in if you don't have any scrims to begin with.
Play of the game.
There, shake off the rust. There, guys, shake off the rust. You guys are doing good. Hashtag fisted, unfortunately. Yeah, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a quick little second here and now, guys. Give me a sec. Oof. Been a while, huh? Who else is here? Okay. I know. Thanks for game. Good luck, Scrim. There you go. 2 caps. Callum is 1. 1 more. I feel like I got boom 6 times. Thanks for the game. Thank you, Cav. Thank you, Cav. Who else is gonna be here, guys? Dude. Eto na po, mga kaibigan. Sasabog na po yung bomba ni Diva. Ganun, guys. Ah! Yeah, there you go. See, Clark can be my co-caster for that. We also have to scream. I want a cap. Okay, green cap. Cool. Green first pick. Kalam map. It's all good, man. Just have fun here. First worker. Wait lang. Sec. Let me fix things up. Above me first. Icons, please, guys. Yeah, let's fix things up. Let's first things up. First things first. It's been. I'm still actually trying to edit something. So give me 1 second.
I'm asking.
I don't know, Claire.
No comment.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, guys, give me a sec. Oh, I'm trying to figure. I thought, but actually, no, how can I aim? You can aim.
Yo.
Fergus. Okay. Yeah, no. Later. Callum 2.
Oh. Dad. I
Yeah.
am already heartbroken. Bye. Goodbye. You can't see me.
Oh no. Kurarichu, where are you going? The Calamitous gonna get 2. Who's we gonna get? What are we getting, guys? And we are gonna be on to Junkertown instead. Whew. Why did my Overwatch open twice? What the fuck? Curse and art. Okay. Green gonna attack. Green 2. Green gets 2 now. We'll see who it's gonna be this time. Daks pick. I ain't picking for you. I ain't picking for you. No picking. No Daks picking, guys. Unless I'm the one who drafts talaga. I don't pick. Wait. It don't work anymore. He asked to captain, so he fix. Fascinate and Nadamai. Okay. Callum now gonna get 1. I could see Fascinate, sir. On. You're one of those backpack hangers. Yeah, Sweet Pea's an old member. Like, I can remember Sweet Pea's name from before. Callum 1, who's it gonna be? Mr. Calamitous. Cannot. Sorry, Sweet Pea Boo. You is a +3. What's happening? FPS, okay. Green 1, that's Inoa or John. I can handle the tears. John, so it's John. So 3 supports. Inoa Ryusu on the left instead. Can I get Bob? Callum 1 above. Got Sander, Bob, and Hera, Master Chief. Why do you have 3 supports on red? What's going on with that one, guys? Okay, Hera, green, 1 more. Gonna need a tanker DPS. It's probably gonna be Sander to fill things up. So Somi, Sweet Pea, Narbrawl, and you know, that's gonna be our queue right now. 1, 2, 3 comp easy. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, please. Team names and we go. You guys know what to do. Just 2, 2, 2 it up and we are good to go. Does my link work? That's a real question. I'm multitasking right now. I had to release something StarCraft related. I should have gone Bon. I wouldn't move my Sander. Boomed. Red needs 1 tank.
Hey, you gotta believe.
You guys need 1 tank, man. Orewa Spy. I love that. I love that thing. It's my favorite tank in OverRush PH. Fascinate Yuki K-chan. Maraming pangalan. Bob, please, Bob. Who's tank? Who's tank in red? Can we switch out for Bob? Yikers. Cocking Sander. No, it's okay. Fascinate already adjusted. Fascinate already adjusted. Fasci already adjusted. No cocking tanks. No cocking tanks, guys. No cocking, please. Anyway, let's get into this one. It's been a while and we are gonna get into game number 2. Into Junkertown we go. Here for the blue hand side, we got Team G, and the red, it is gonna be Boomed, basically. Those are our team names. And let's see, Fascinate gonna be back on the mantle. You know, start the year off with the tank. Start things Overwatch with the tank. And instead, it is gonna be ending the decade with the same thing. So remember, guys, this is gonna be our last session of the year, of the decade, since the Wednesday session is gonna be on January 1 itself. So no, that I don't think we're gonna be doing that. Question mark. You know, we might. It's still a holiday, so I might be busy as well. So this might be your last time to get into the pugs till the weekend yet again. And we are gonna be going into Junkertown this time, and Calamitous gonna be alongside Cursebreaker into this one. We have Archangel in as well, and who else is in this game? FPS, Inoryusu. We also have Hera for the blue hand side. Here for the red though, it's gonna be Green, our captain on the red team instead. Primary colors, of course, of lights. We'll see if there's gonna be a light or a heavy touch. Fascinates, Nadamai, John 117, and finally Sander on the red team's attack. So start things off with Calamitous, of course. He's gonna be looking for snipes as much as possible. In the meantime, on this Widowmaker. And the good thing about Junkertown really is that double sniper. But oh, seems like FPS already sniped down by John 117 instead, the Master Chief, showing everyone who's boss. In the meantime, Cursebreaker hiding on the side. Calamitous right now up in the air, looking for that frag. Doesn't get it. In the meantime, though, Fergus on more comfortable Ash. It's been a while since we've seen him in Overwatch. It's always great to see a returning face, and he's feeling more comfortable right now by this day and age. Anyway, though, Calamitous, of course, gonna get the frag, but Tandamai with a counter kill the Zenyatta out in the open, and no headshot there for Calamitous. Still, though, with the Widowmaker getting rezzed on up, gonna be a little dangerous. Sander, in the meantime, running after that Widow. We'll see who has the hit gun prowess by this point in time. Hit after hit. Sander though with the sustain. The biotic field very, very potent, very, very effective. And in the meantime, Archangel backing on out slowly. Will that work here for the defense as FPS gets caught by Green. Good help there from our Roadhog. Now the red hand side marching forward still. Orisa for Fascinates. Always so comfortable on that hero. And there you go with the halt yet again. Cursebreaker might get broken here, and now can Diana stay alive to get that nano boost? Seems like it's not the case, and Inoryusu though with the pin, but Sander with that sustain. And 5-10 on the clock. Big time back yet again here for our first attackers. Now the real question is, how will this go? Because yet again, the red hand side having a very, very, very successful attack to start things off. In the meantime, though, there you go with the sniper courtesy of Calamitous. He's looking to clutch things out, but only gonna get one. Fascinate instead. Gonna be able to get that takedown. Archangel looking to face off against our old school World Cup ×2. Main tank. Supercharger set on up, but here comes Inoryusu with a flank instead. John 117 though turns around, gets the sleep dart on. And with Sander now on the Tracer, oh, it's gonna be a Tans here from Nadame as well. And it's time for Team Boomed to just boom on their opponent. 4 frags on the board, running things hog wild. And overall, it's a strong showing here from the red hand side. Anyway, Green on to the right yet again. Sander in the meantime zipping forward. We might be able to get a pick off onto Calamitous, but there's the top up there, courtesy of Hera and Cursebreaker. Calam looking for an opportunity to get through that high ground. Fascinate looking for that kill, doesn't get it. But still, the payload being pushed freely by this point in time. And Overuse instead, looking to turn things around. Oh, it's a nano boost onto the Damai, but luckily there's no trance whatsoever, so not gonna be wasting anything in this scenario. Cursebreaker though holding onto that nano still. Can he pop it onto Overuse? Seems like that is the case. Seems like now might be clutch here for Cursebreaker. Doesn't happen. Blink in, out, and about. Sander instead popping that recall. And Team Boop actually still in this fight. They have that Tracer, they have that Roadhog, and Sander right now pushing the payload. Archangel turns around, so close, but no cigar. Instead gets a stick onto Hera. It seems like the home gonna get broken here, and now Sander still trying to go for a kill or two. And the Tracer getting away with a sliver of HP. And here comes the Reaper though. Can FPS get that frag? Forced to disengage apparently. And with Bobbin behind, it's gonna be Team Boom going for the pressure yet again. 3-4 frags on the board. There you go with the cap. It's all led up to that as no one got that Tracer whatsoever. A little disheartening there for the defense, but they will have a chance to third things around. Team G gonna be able to defend this third point yet again. In the meantime though, Calamitous right now, Info Sight is available, but they know their opponent is already out in front of them. Fascinating, still staying on the low ground. No reason right now, finally getting Sander. And this Roadhog has always been a pesky pick in the Pugs. Always good at evening things up, always good at basically keeping the numbers in one team's favor. Anyway though, with the payload being pushed by this point in time, Green still on that high ground. Sander now swapping over to that McCree. Archangel look quite low and Fascinates just marching forward yet again. Callum right now looking to flank around, trying to get in behind, wants to go for the snipe onto Nadamai. That's not gonna happen. Sander instead respawning behind into 2 kills immediately. Strong momentum here for Team Boomed. And the blue hand side is running out of chances to make this defense stick. But last we saw on Hollywood, the last point was really where the defense was able to turn things around. Will it be the same in this scenario? With Archangel right now, Superchargers available, but here comes Bob courtesy of Fergus, throwing it into the front. Sander gonna get a kill onto Calamitous, the payload uncontested, and yeah, 3:25 on the clock. Seems like Fascinates is not skipping a beat whatsoever on that tank. You can really see the rust sometimes, not really panning out here for blue hand side. A little difficult to swallow. At least my Bob isn't washed up, dude. Bob will never fail you. Bob is love. Bob is life. And here on Junkertown, Bob can get some good hits if he has the range to begin with. Here, Bob, he did something. Yes. Yes, he did. Anyway though, you know, Overwatch is always an experience. And always an experience for many to begin with. Always an experience to... Oof, sweet pea with the rose. But it really is an experience to play this game for so long. There's so many ways to tilt you out of oblivion, but there's also so many ways to reward you of your good play. And the better you work with your team, the better yet you are gonna do into the game itself, you know, into Overwatch. Anyway though, we are gonna see no release on that Roadhog. Lamp is playing that with again FPS onto that Hanzo. And double sniper, of course, you know, a strong it's a strong comp, especially here on Junkertown. The sightlines very effective. Gonna be easy to zip around, especially with the Widow. The Hanzo, always effective at going for the bunker bus as well. And now they are going to go for the Batiste. So this does mean any kind of setup here and now for the red hand side might fall. Sander though playing that Bastion. Not really the best spot here for Team Boom. They are going to be playing on the inside instead when the blue hand side can just decide to go for the payload and move behind them. There you go. The Dama going down already. Sander trying to still stay alive. Beautiful halt there from Archangel. Sander all alone. Fascinate actually going to get pinned by Calamitous. And here go with the hook and Norisu with that kill. Usually though, you set up with that Bastion beside the objective, beside the entrance rather, and then you let them rip from the side. But anyway, sure. Let's go with that. The Team G able to destroy, dismantle anything that Sander and Go had to offer. Sander right now wants to go for the 1v1 against Calamitous instead. And the red hand side should have one more chance to defend this per se. They're gonna be able to get in the way of the gate, but they might get staggered. They might get picked off by those two snipers as soon as they come out of the gates. And there you go. FPS already cleans up Nadamai. Fergus in the meantime playing this Tracer as Sander gets a snipe onto Calamitous. Good shot there. Another headshot now onto the Roadhog. Norisu needs a top up. And curse breaker, bro. Bringing Calamitous back to life. Here goes Fascinator now. Hook doesn't connect. Bullhog though will hit. And Sander just popping off and popping heads. 2 headshots already. And apparently we have a new DPS god in our surroundings, guys. Because Sander is just showing everyone how it's done with 3 sight lines. Gets 3 already. John Fergus getting back on the board with the Amp Matrix as well. And overall, Team Boomed. Just another solid defense courtesy of their DPS. Now by this point in time, they do need to get a pick up on the Sander to just turn things around here for the blue hand side. but it gets more and more difficult every single time that this Widowmaker gets a shot. Because you can really see the momentum, you can see the favor of the gods going in favor of this Red Widowmaker so far. In the meantime, let's go on to FPS instead. We talked about a lot about Sander, and we'll see on what FPS can do with this Hanzo. And in the meantime, Fascinate though, protecting his team as much as possible. Dragon Strike right here right now through the center. Shatter will connect onto 3. Eye Field in response onto boats. It's a 1-for-1 trade as Fascinate sacrifices his life to march forward along the way. Anyway though, Team G still forced to stay in behind because Green right now has 100 energy. Never mind, and no Ryusu though with a perfect punish drops on down. Callum versus Sander yet again. Who will get the pick off? Insight in favor of Calamitous, but he's overextending one more time. And the support's having such a huge punch. He can't do that anymore, Callum. Anyway, hold. Connecting onto 3. Supercharger is here as well. FPS and no Ryusu can use that to a good degree. And FPS getting a shot onto that Red Widow. Things look good here for Team G. Finally able to penetrate. They're looking for this first point. And can they get it? Because Fascinate torn apart at the seams. Green right now, not the highest energy. Here we go with the hook yet again. Fergus right now staying on the side. And it's desperate to get that shot onto that Mercy, but it seems like it's not the case. Calamitous finally finding form. And we do see quick little pause. Who do you see? Is everyone okay? Everyone's okay, looks like. Seen the Matai, my game froze. Whoa. But Green is typing. Okay, R. Seems like Green just freezing real quick. Wait, we'll give him a sec. Make sure everything is okay with the guy. Over bracket. Round 1, 2019. Yeah, good. Okay, starting. Blue R. Is Blue ready to go with this first cap? With 329. But Mr. Sanders not on Blue. R. Okay, starting. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. This is... Strike. First take taken there. First point taken by Team G, and Calamitous immediately going to that high ground. No Ryusu deciding, I can't even wait for the gates to close, I'm just gonna go for it. And now it's time for the invasion, basically. Sander, overextending this time, will get caught along the way. Always difficult, of course, to disengage when you're having such a tight battle with the opposition. And always, every 1v1 between 2 widows, someone needs to come ahead. Someone needs to show that they are boss. Ambate is gonna hit right now for Hera. And Ryusu in the meantime, Bullhog is available. Here we go with the hold into the hook. Beautiful coordination there from Archangel and Ryusu. Always good to see. Fascinate though. Now the boosted up goes for the shatter and takes a page out of Ryusu's playbook after that flanking shatter. Fascinate says he wants to do the same and do the same results because that's gonna be the Reinhardt going down. And Ryusu with a counterplay instead. Bullhog absolutely decisive, absolutely perfect. And Team G should be able to get the touch. John 117. It really is the Covenant knocking on his doorstep. Can he stay alive against Calamitous? No, the headshot will see to that. And the payload captured here for 2 points already. Impressive stuff. Good turnaround by Team G. They are looking that they still have a chance at this. They are gonna try to go all the way and force the second round. Mr. Blazer is here as well. Hi. Give him a hi real quick. But you can always keep an eye on Sander. You can never basically go wrong with keeping the cap on a Widowmaker. Because even if the shots don't connect, you can really see how damage is going. Anyway, the Reinhardt right now, Eye Field in full effect, courtesy of John 117. Seems like Hera gonna do the same, and both discusses do fall. Sander now popping off, popping heads yet again, gets FPS, and Team Boomed. Gonna be staying on this high ground, playing the choke, playing it as hard as they can. And here in Junkertown, you really don't want to allow your opposition to come close in the first place. You don't want to give them that ground in to begin with. And you really want to You really want to basically punish your opponent every single time they come out of a spawn. That's pretty much how you play Overwatch to begin with. Anyway, that now in Ryusu trying to find the opportunity to get the hook. Archangel looking to work together as well. Daytime Hero right now with that Matrix, but Sander and Fergus, it seems like it's time for the Genji to show everyone who's boss. He has the Dragon Blade available. Calamitous getting the frag onto John, but really not the best angles here and now for our Blue Widowmaker. Resurrection though from the inside. Curse Breaker playing that one smart. Sander though still steady hand pulls the trigger, gets that takedown. And here we go with the Hula Hog right now from Minoru Ryusu. So strong in CQC. Will it be enough? Doesn't seem like to be the case because Sander is showing everyone how it's done yet again. I said Sander so much right now, but he has done so much with those shots to begin with. Absolutely essential work done by this Widow to begin with. Calamitous looking to get some redemption and do the same. Anyway, right now, no use to swap things over to that Wrecking Ball. They might need to deal with things, but it is going to be the Shatter as well. The Nanoblade team boomed, trying to destroy everything in its path. Fergus right now, 2 frags on the board. Fascinate with the charge. It seems like we are seeing technical issues here for green, but this might be an opening here for the red hand side. Unfortunate for Calamitous, unfortunate for everyone on the ground as the Shatter came. Now Ryusu though trying to get on the way. Will it be enough? That's the real question. Now the dive composition gonna be struggling to get onto the other side to begin with if they are unable to get in position, and that's what basically Fascinate and Green are doing. They're putting the chokehold, they're going for these pins, they're going for the brawls, and right now even Nav Matrix with Archangel gonna get a taste eventually to take down Fascinate to begin with. Curse Break Calamitous getting back on the board and just overextending past the sightlines of their Widow basically, and not really the best spot to fight by the tail end. Now Team G gonna be able to go for the push. Will be looking to enter the rotating platform area, and we'll see if they can use this momentum to finish up the map. In the meantime though, we do see a swap. Sander going on for the Reaper instead, and to the high ground he goes. Gonna be looking to deal, looking to punish any of these dive characters to begin with. Calamitous now to the high ground, but when you're too close to the Reaper, you might be in for a reckoning. Sander right now going for the long range shots, and Hera instead gonna get that coldness and swapped over to the Moira while ago. Shatter right here, right now will be able to get to Curse Breaker flying up in the air as well, but FPS the one who gets pinned. That's an insta-give that you can't heal from by this point in time. Anyway, Team G 1-for-1 trade right now, but Sander able to tear apart Archangel, and things look bad here for the blue hand side because Calamitous gonna get torn apart there by Sander instead. Shotguns going for FPS, good shot there though onto Fergus, and it's time to go for the punish as overtime takes away. The Mercy will fall. The blue hand side still has the Moira as well as that Wrecking Ball, but Hera and Norisu ding dong, which is dead, and that is gonna be them taking the W into this one. So another game going on the red hand side's favor. Play of the game should go to one of why does Q don't like me? I got queued with Masters. Bad. That's all I gotta say. Sander will play when you getting carried. Really? Really now, man. Really now. I have no clue what I'm doing. You know, just shoot. Just shoot and you're fine. Just shoot and you're fine, man. But that was another game gone. You know, Junkertown is done. Welcome back to Overwatch, guys. You know how it is. You know how it is. Welcome to Overwatch. Welcome to OW, guys. It always is like that. Don't forget your icons real quick. Hindi na mag-OD. More cap. Impossible $20. Pick me, coach. I got spirit. Okay, sweet pea then. 20 USD is only for the playoff teams. I'll play on that's where I want throws. PP your icon. Can I cap? Ferg and P are caps already. Okay. It's gonna be game number 3, so that means Fergus is pick number 1, yeah. Was Fergus part of? Okay. No, not really. No, wala lang. Never mind, it's kinda. Ferg, first pick. Bob, CP is map. Yo, what? Hi. Oh, got this. Got this. If you wanna join the Discord, it is just for announcements and stuff. Most comms are in game. And yeah, thanks. So Vigi and Hanamura. Okay. Got Hanamura, CP2. Got Narbral, Bob, Blazer, and Yumi right now. Doing great. Doing great. You're doing great. Sorry, P. Cap me. I thought you wanted Cap. Said you wanted Captain.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
If not, I'll let Cap. If not, I'll let Blazer Cap. You're doing great, Claire.
Ow!
Let Blazer Cap. Okay. Blazer 2. Yeah, you can be Cap. Because I want to be Cap. I'll stay here waiting for next game. Bob on fire. More. And Sweet Pea. Okay. Fergus 2. He said already a while ago. Okay. Narbral, Yumi. There you go. Give me a sec. No.
No?
I'm good.
Oh,
Ferg.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm fine. Faster request to be blue. Gotta say faster request to be blue. It's at around 20 channel points. Peasant Captain is amazing. Dude, I don't even understand what the channel points do. I invite, yeah, Laser gonna get Sue. Why, what's up? Green and Sander. Okay. Ferg 1. You can. No, no. I'll get things done first. And there you go. You are good to go. 222 team names, and we go. Wait, I gotta pick one by Daks. You're always here. You're always here, Master Nadamai. You're always here. What do I need to do? Where's my dashboard? Wasn't it like T500 bronze for Team Red, basically? For team name. Like, I remember he asked to that for that to be the team name. Hey, where were we, guys? Yeah. There you go. I already put it. I remember things, guys. I remember things, okay. I gotcha. I'm trying to fix something. Like, I'm so confused with something. Or give me a team name. Where's my cat? Hi, what's Yui? Next bugs in a year. Next bugs in a year. Okay, let's get into this one then. So we are gonna be into Hanamura. Interesting to note, guys, today there has not been a control map yet. We have not played King of the Hill at all, and that's absolutely interesting because usually it's the first thing picked in the first place. But anyway, right now here for the blue hand side, it's like next pugs next year for Team Blue. And on the red, it is gonna be top 500 bronze instead. Captains this time are gonna be our old pal Fergus coming on back from his hiatus. with Vigilance as well as Narbral in to this game. We got Yumi alongside them, Damai, and Fascinate. So a very familiar core here for the blue hand side. On the red, on the flip side, it's Blazer with Bob on fire. Let's see if he can set things on fire yet again alongside Sweet Pea. There's Green, Sander, and finally John 117. And last time the red hand side took the win yet again. Will it be the same in this scenario? Or can Next Pugs next year show on up and do better in their games? Anyway though, so we'll see the Ash yet again here from Fergus alongside the Mei here for Yumi. But they will have to deal with the fury of Sander on that Hanzo, and Blazer playing that Genji as well. So the Shimada brothers looking to spend their Christmas back in their ancestral home. In the meantime, Fascinates and Arbral hold up this time between the two. The Risa and the Roadhog looking to work together and stay together. As in the meantime, Vigilance gonna be on that Mercy and the Damai on the Batiste instead. So next in the year, here we go with the lift off already from the Damai. Gonna be taking that high ground. Keep an eye out on both Sander and Green. John in the meantime playing that on as well. Here we go with the Ice Wall, and Blazer gets caught in the other side. Goodbye, goodbye, says the Genji. And PNY still staying on though, looking to play the range game. Hold right now onto that Hanzo. Not gonna connect with any shots unfortunately. Fergus still on this high ground. Dynamite right now tossed into the wilds. And oh, Narbral overextending, decides to go on the outside, and that is going to be one down. Make that two, and Dynamite will get caught in the crossfire as well. And such a bad situation here and now for the blue hand side. They're playing the ice wall game strong as much as possible. Bob on fire in the next target. But Blazer in the meantime gets that headshot onto Fergus. Vigilance looking to whip out that pistol, and down goes Vigi. The Mercy is gone from the game. Yumi dead for as well. And Fascinate dying in suit. Basically, top 500 runs, getting that team kill. Really funny to see both Yumi and Fascinate die at the same time. It seems like lovers never are far behind each other. And this time, it's gonna be Next Pugs in the year, looking to reset, looking to recap, and looking to defend yet again. So anyway, here we go with the blue hand side. They're gonna be on that high ground one more time. We'll see if it is gonna be anyhow effective in this setup. Playing that Ash still alongside the Mei. But it all depends if they walk into the ice walls there from Yumi. They're gonna be quick on the drop down as well. Narbral though, first one got caught a while ago. But in the same scenario, there we go with the fusion cannon already from Sweet Pea. Sander gonna get a frag instead, and Fergus with a counter kill takes care of Laser. I feel that now set, and this is really good here for Next Pugs next year. They are gonna have the Bob available. The Discus now the target. Sander though with the Dragon Strike, and little ambitious there with the Dragon. Apparently still gonna get Fergus style points there for our red Hanzo. And Bob on fire now onto the points yet again. Someone does need to contest though. First stick taken freely by the Roadhog. And that might be all he's gonna get here, but you know, he should be happy by that point. Now 500 bronze. Goes for the fights. Gets caught in a bad spot. They get a few random kills with the Dragon. Especially with the flank. But overall, you know, it's a free tick taken by our Roadhog, and Fascinate deciding to punish Bob for his hubris. Gonna get that takedown there in the lower catacombs, lower bowels basically of Hanamura. Anyway, now with 4, make that 5 ultimate ready to go here for Next Pugs in a year. They should be set up to defend pretty strong yet again. In the meantime, right now, here we go with the beams. And Fergus on that high ground. Fascinate though, looking to set on up. Fergus going for the shots as well. Bob now available. Here we go with the Dynamite! And it's time to see if the Bob can get much value. Matrix though is set on up. Yumi gonna be letting the Blizzard off as well. And it's absolute carnage courtesy of Next Pugs in a year. They have decided they're gonna bring the present to their opposition, and they're gonna push all the way inside. Still though, Next Pugs in the year, not out of the woods yet. 4 minutes on this defense. It will take a while though for the blue hand side to be done with their role. But anyway, here we go with Sander already. Nano boosted off. Jun giving him pretty much the boost that they need. And 2, 3 frags on the board. The Hanzo having a shooting gallery so far. Beautiful eye field there from the Damai. Forces the swap onto the target prioritization. But John with a perfect sleep guard as well in response. Sander right now with the Dragon Strike. And with 2 ticks taken, no one can stop this Hanzo so far. Here we go though with Fergus. Goes on that Doofus instead. Doesn't get the punch to connect. Yumi in the meantime playing that Tracer. And a good pick off onto the Hanzo. Recall is forced out, but he has to step yet again. Now here comes the Lucio. The Damai dancing onto the point. 90% already. Hook though. Narbral brought back into the fight. Allows Fascinate the file driver as well. Still, can the Wrecking Ball stay alive long enough to sustain? Fascinate, looking to zip around. Here we go, though. The Doom Fist anti-heal. That's gonna be him gone from this one. Yumi recalled the Damai, though. Zipping on it well. Lucio, hippity hoppity, trying to still stay on. The push from Bob gonna be enough to get the 255 in the time bank.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Hippity hoppity. That's gonna be a Froggy, man. That was not fast. It did take a while. But next Pugs, next year, gonna be on the attack this time. We'll see if they are gonna be able to get a solid push at as well. After that first point, you know, it was unfortunate that both the Damai as well as Larbral getting caught in a very, very awkward scenario. They got hooked, they got sniped, and that was the first point just falling apart. They already had a good start anyway. They were what you need to do by that point is, and I forgot that BAP has something called primary fire. You're a DPS, man. Like, it just doesn't say, but you are, you know, the BAP has a lot of DPS potential. Anyway, here we go yet again. The blue hand side on the attacking queue. Next Pug's in the I was reading what Blazer had to say. I'm like, okay. But anyway, it's the blue hand side on the attack this time. And in the meantime, top 500 Bronze gonna be playing that double sniper yet again between Blazer and Sander. Sander, honestly, able to carry that last fight with those 3 initial frags to start things off.
Stick to the plan.
And for now,
Get into trouble, I'll bail you out.
top 500 Bronze. I've been looking to play this high guy, green though. Dipping on up as well. Amp Matrix might be effective for one of these 2 snipers, but usually you don't want to force them to stay in one spot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Anyway though, Vigilance, we're playing that Zenyatta. We are getting some frame dips for some reason. Not really the best day for the computer, but you know, it is what it is sometimes. It is getting old, I'm getting old, we're all getting old. But Overwatch, sure, it's getting old too, but we are still staying on. Blazer right now though. Headshot connecting onto Fergus. It's gonna be top 500 Bronze. Using the shields from their Orisa, but no, never mind. Yumi and Vigilance getting 2 apiece. Good hook though. Next Dogs next year. Losing, unfortunately. There's Zenyatta. Fascinates. Now staying out in front. Yumi with the eye field kill. But it's not enough is enough. This fight is over already. The blue hand side has to back on out. Yeah, what is happening? What is happening right now with my OBS? It's using a lot more than usual. It's a little unfortunate to say the least, but you know what happens? It happens from time to time. Not really the best days for our computers. But anyway, Fire Strike is there. Lobral looking to stay alive. Blazer and Sander getting 2 kills to start things off. And another fight here basically wasted by the attack. Losing members at the very start is such a big hamper. You're gonna struggle to find your footing. Even though the blue hand side has that spawn advantage, but it's all about positioning here and now by this point in time. Anyway though, Lobral holding that shield strong. Fascinating in the meantime. Gonna be alongside him, or Risa Reinhardt. Usually you want to have a Lucio alongside this to allow the push, to allow more or less the aggression. But apparently the supercharger is all you need. Fascinate right now though, anti-healed on up. Blazer dragging out, gonna be able to get 2 kills instead. And overall, this is gonna be top 500 Bronze, just dominating the fight yet again. In the meantime, to the high ground we go. We'll see if Blazer can get another snipe or 2. He's been getting some good frags on the board. But Hog almost punishing this Widowmaker in this instance. Anyway, still, the action going on. And we'll see if the red hand side can defend for long. 2 minutes have elapsed, and they lose Blazer to start things off. Dagger Strike though, into a Shatter. We have the trans as well here from Vigilance. Allows Yumi to get 2 frags on the board. Larbral doing the same. Charges on in. Bob with a kill onto Yumi. But beyond that, it's next Pugs in a year making things happen. They are going to be able to get this capture. Still though, time back not really on their favor unless they get the insta-cap by this point in time. Yumi unfortunately going to get caught by that back spawn. And by this time, top 500 Bronze, taking both high grounds. Fergus though, swapping is over. It's going to be the Mei instead. In the meantime, the Orisa marching to that high ground. Fascinates, leading the charge, showing everyone that, you know, you gotta go this way, man. You gotta go this way. Deep Dart now connecting. Fascinate taking a nap at this point in time. Larbral in the meantime, holding that shield strong. And we'll see if the blue hand side can take the high ground away from the opposition. Anti-heal might put things at a header though. As John 117 tosses that nade, gets 3. Now he's all alone, has to drop one down. Fergus trying to go for the 3, he's not gonna have him. Blazer might get sniped here by the Mei. It'll be a little ironic if the sniper gets sniped by the CC. Anyway, no, Bob with a frag onto one. Yumi lagging behind for too long. Will get taken down. Fergus in the meantime and Fascinates getting back on the board. But they are quite low already. Nadamai needs to top up his team as much as possible. Narbaral, oh no! The Coalescence while falling! Apparently the Supercharge though might be a target here for the 2 supports, and Nadamai gonna be able to get one. Dragon Strike from the inside yet again. Blazer swapping over to that Genji. Sander right now trying to use that free space to get that frag. Steady arm, steady aim, pulls the trigger. And Page still here from green. And we'll see if it's gonna be enough because the trance is here from Vigilance. Still though, Fascinate and Yumi both going down. Fergus with a counter kill. Xbox in the air, struggling in this fight. Spawn advantage no longer in their favor. Desperate times, desperate efforts. Blazer the only one onto the points. And the high ground here for Sander and John 117 has to be the has to be the nail in the coffin by this point in time. So anyway, top 500 bronze, another solid defense, and now they are guaranteed to have a better time bank. In the meantime though, Blazer right now trying to say something, but the Blizzard is available here for Fergus. Moving over to the right hand side. Fascinate in the meantime, marching forward. Here we go though with the fusion cannon yet again. And Blazer gone from the game yet again. Still though, Xbox in the year, trying to make it there, trying to force the opposition off their rocks. And Sweet Pea staying way too long, a little too stubborn to deal with. Fergus in the meantime goes for the Blizzard, and to the point we go. Blazer though, Nana boosted up, will get the opportunity to get the blade on that. Yes, he does! Already cut onto Yumi. Next target has to be Vigilance. An absolute clutch here from Blazer. So precarious, but even better there from John. Nadamai though, Coalescence this time takes care of that Rampage and Genji. But the damage has been done here for the blue hand side. It is so difficult for them to stay on in this scenario. Yumi in the meantime moving over to that Widowmaker. And this is going to be a scenario where the blue hand side wants to use their range advantage if they have that high ground to get those frags. There you go, Yumi right now popping off from the middle. Wants to go for Blazer, gets that kill. Fascinate in the meantime, just cleaning these takedowns up. Sander right now forced to stay onto the point instead of dealing with Yumi. And next Pugs looking strong in this scenario. Here we go though with the Shatter. And next Pugs in a year right now with 2 people on the point. Make that 3 frags on the board. And they made it happen. A minute 14 to 2:55. We are gonna go for a round number 2.
Score 2-2. Initiating match.
Always good. Always so good. To have a second round of action does mean that both sides are trying to even things up. Anything falling apart. Good swap there, honestly, from Yumi. Clutch potential there from Blazer, actually, with the sword. This wasn't enough, unfortunately, as Nadamai got the beam. Kick. Let's let the defense. Let's tell the enemy. Let's just tell them what we're gonna do, man. Let's just tell them.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Anyway, next Pug is in here. Gonna be on that first attack this time. A minute 14 to 2:55. So, blue hand side basically has half the chances of the red into this one. It has to be. This has to be basically something that they are sure of onto this fight. They have to execute well to be able to force that second.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway though, into the attack we go yet again. Nadamai on this Ana with Yumi playing that with the Maker. Was looking good already at the starts of that, or at the end rather, of that first round. So we'll see if Yumi can do good into this one. In the meantime, Blazer interesting enough playing that Junkrat. Yumi already with that shot. But still, Sander is the real priority in this scenario. Fergus dropping on down into the line of sight. That's going to take down there. Narborough out in front. But can he stay alive? At the heal right now. We'll get 3. Sander does get the frags. And here for the red-hand side, they do not have a Mercy. But still, the defense able to hold. Good start here and now for our red team. Top 500 bronze. Going to swap things over to a Reaper instead. In the meantime, next Pug's in the year. Waiting for the rest of their squad to come on out. Vigilance and Nadamai right now on that Sen Ana. So it's all about potency. It's all about getting the takedown as quick as can be. Fascinate though, already eating the anti-heal. Fortify is there. Narbrawl still staying on. And Yumi, perfect pick actually onto John 117. Sees Diana, but still someone needs to touch. And it's not really the best composition to run at your opponents. Straight to the point itself. Sander gonna get the frag onto 1, but 3 already falling to the floor. Next Pugs in the ear, making the opening that they need. Forcing the red hand side to stay in the funnel. Sander though, shadow stepping to the points. And we'll see if he can clutch it out. Overtime not taking away. Vigil's trying to hide. Raid form is forced on that. And Damay now the next target. Sleep Dart though into the rock. And good combo from next Pugs in a year. Clutching things out. Gonna be able to get this first point. Half a minute to try and get that second. So one chance, one last ride here for the blue hand side. So we see a swap again. Fergus gonna be going over to that Mei. Oh no though, Sweet Pea here. Might get staggered. And there you go, there's the takedown. Unfortunately for Sweet Pea, not gonna get that fast spawn by that point in time. Still, the blue hand side marching forward has to go through the center. Sander though, only halfway to that Death Blossom. Can't clutch it out by this point in time with an ultimate. And Yumi actually getting a snipe onto Blazer. Damay though gone from the game, so it has to be Vigilance going for the top up as much as possible. Now to target this Orisa, but the blue hand side cannot decide on who to go for! Sweet Pea finally going down to Fascinate. And first take actually taken here by next Pugs in the year. Oh, Vigilance is trying to show everyone how it's done! But it fascinates to the wall. That is going to be the right thing there. Going in favor of the red hand side's defense. They give up a point and a tick. The work is cut out for them. They have so much to work for. They have so much to do in 3 minutes.
Initiating match.
Here we go again. Are gonna be having next Pugs next year on that defense. Top 500 bronze on the attack. And last time picks were how they were able to make it happen. Will it be the same way? Can Sander make an opening for them? Can the blue hand side hold this time? Can they protect one another? Will they make it happen? But anyway, next Pugs next year. Just coming out of the castle gate strong. It's time to be confident. Especially with Fergus and Yumi showing up with the Mei as well as that Widowmaker. 2 rounds of action, man. 2 rounds of action is always good to see. Really goes to show that it can go either way. It's not as one-sided as you would expect. Anyway though, here comes trouble. On the right-hand side, they are gonna try something different. Sander playing that Symmetra instead. Green with that Lucio, and it's gonna be John on that Moira. So potential teleport straight to the point. We'll see how this is gonna go. As the right-hand side trying to form on Fascinate though, looking for that halt. But already to the point they go. Fergus in the meantime, trying to get that freeze. We do see the setup, and oh, Narbrawl deciding it's time to charge. It takes care of one already, but John 117, 2 frags on the board. Yumi in the meantime, going for some shots. And next Pugs in a year, not expecting this kind of assault. It seems like Fascinate was already looking to try and stop things at ahead. But when going got tough, the right-hand side decided to be tougher. Decided to go balls deep and go on to that point. Now 2:45 on the clock, and Green trying to punish Yumi. Ain't gonna happen though. To the high ground we go. Yumi right now looking for a scope or 2. Junkrat grenades for courtesy of Fergus as well. Just raining on down. In the meantime, we do see the steel trap step on the left. Fascinate and Damay right now trying to hold steadfast. And here comes Sander trying to get that teleporter. Can we see a big halt here from Fascinate? Not gonna happen. And now Fascinate in a spot of trouble has to back on out. Here comes Narbrawl though, and a charge from Sweet Pea trying to get a pick off onto that side, but it seems like it's not the case as the action spilling over to that point. Moira going for the top up. I feel like John using too many resources in that scenario. Sander though, frag onto one already. Fergus gone from the count. Narbrawl getting killed on back. But here comes John. It's that coalescence. We'll see if the damage is going to be enough. Yumi all the way to the side. Gonna be the target. Sander getting 2 with that Symmetra. Good tracking all throughout here for top 500 bronze. And this has to be game. Fergus teleporting to the other end. Not gonna happen. The round ends with the red hand side taking the 4-3 victory. An all red day today, guys.
Play of the game.
Play of the game goes over to that Moira. Not really a C9. You're all dead. Yeah, it's just too much. So close, no cigar, guys. Thank you, Nadamai. Thank you, Mr. Nadamai. Okay, let's fix things up real quick, guys. Thank you, P. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you, Laser. Okay, now we can swap things out. Bob is still coming back. No problem. 2 caps, please. He's still enough. So no worries. Hey. One more. Right, Fascinate is Captain 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, everyone can still get picked. Who's gonna be captain number 2, guys? Who's gonna be captain number 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be good. Should be good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 1. It's gonna be what? Game number 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, John. John's gonna be it. Sounds good. Sassy 1 above. John map. Yeah, Bob was on the last game, so he should. Tama lang yan. Archangel. John now gonna get 2. One, two, 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 one. 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, okay. We good. Wilson. One more. One more, man. Amazu. Okay. Bassi gets 2 again. So got Noah, Curse, and Era. Interesting, Noah's on that DPS symbol right now. I'm gonna stick around here. Thanks, Adamai. It might the year of the body pillows number, guys. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, like 2020 is like a complete open book for me. We'll figure out what Pokemon year, StarCraft year, FPS is here. Noah and Curse. Okay, John gets 1. Got FPS and Hera above or below? Above still. Hera. So this puts FPS. Wait lang. FPS here. Let me quickly fix things up. Okay. Fassi 1 above. Or are you specifically wanting someone? You know it. I already know it. Okay. Can we get a biggie? Okay. Let's put Sander and Bob here. Oh, there you go. This FPS got the ano. Like you already know what's gonna happen. John gets 1. Yeah, okay. So what happens is Fascinate gets the 1, but then John gets the 1. The auto basically. There you go. That's fine. 2, 2, 2, please. Kaboomers. Let's go for the Kaboomers, man. Like, it makes sense. I was making sure that it's gonna be fine. Because basically what happens is, Fastney gets to pick one of the two, and John gets the other one. Funeral Parlor, okay. Ma'am. Like, I already know by this point, right? Alright. Fascinate picks one. John, okay. Cannot 2 CP twice in a row. Cannot do 2 CP twice in a row, man. You can pick anything else, but not 2 CP. Already did it. I even ran out of time. I can't even pay. Oh no, Fergus. Fat part. Escort, okay. Yeah, escort's okay. Escort's okay. Okay. What map do you want? Which one? Which one are we going on then? Havana. Okay, go. 222. Good.
Traveling to Havana.
Yeah, anyway, let's get into this one. We are gonna be going to I have no money on my card. That's unfortunate, man. So what's your ping right now then? Or are you just gonna disappear? Are you just gonna disappear, man? Are you just gonna disappear? You always pick my +2. I got picked. Got plopped in. You got +2 and plopped in, man. You got your +2. But here for the blue hand side, it's gonna be Funeral Parlor. That sounds like a familiar name, huh? But here for the red, it is gonna be the Kaboomers. Kaboomers. And instead, this is gonna be game number 4 for our last pug of the year. You guys don't need to make it anything special. It really is just, you know, it's how it is. It really is how it is in the first place. Funeral Parlor though on the blue hand side versus the side of the Kaboomers. We do have John 117. I for one always enjoy the Master Chief alongside us with Milsons, Namazu, Hera, Sander, and finally Bob on fire on this blue team. In the meantime, for the red, it's gonna be Fascinate alongside Archangel this time. We also have Inouyusu, First Breaker, FPS, and Yumi. So hopefully First Breaker isn't AFK. Hopefully he's not. To make a special Daks, this is the players instead. Don't I usually just diss them in a bit? Like from time to time, you know, there's a diss like, what you doing, bro? What you doing? But it is called constructive criticism, and I know not everyone likes it. It's like, you know, it is what it is. AFK.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, AFK. You got an AFK real quick. Is Curse Breaker okay? Is Curse Breaker okay? Who else can we hop in here? And by this point in time, who is still here? Who is still here? IDK. Okay. Curse Breaker. Curse Breaker. Is Curse Breaker there? I'll give him a minute. Give him a minute. He is a curse. Fergus, you can come in as support if you can. We also, if you guys want, anyone else wants to hop in for the support role, feel free to do so. Because you know it's. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how this is gonna go. Where did Vigilance go? I'll give him a minute. Okay, so if ever Fergus can hop on in, even though I suck, no, it's okay. I did him in a minute. 10 o'clock. What time is it? Okay, subbing. To put First Breaker in. Fergus gonna be there instead. R. Okay. Are we good? Should be good to go. Unfortunate. How to play support again. You heal people, man. You heal people.
1. Attackers in.
Fergus 24. Anyway, as we get into Havana, this is gonna be game number 4. Let's get into this one. John 117 though playing. That's Anna. Gonna be looking to snipe here alongside everyone else and the Sniper's Alley. And in the meantime, Funeral Parlor on the high ground still. Namazu in the meantime looking to set things up, but Yumi, beautiful shot on the standard to start things off. The Ash might be a little tired after dominating game after game after game And this is gonna be the time for the Kaboomers to just boom their opponent mentally and go for the push forward. In the meantime, here comes the right-hand side. Fascinates. Gonna be out in front to start things off. Milson's in the meantime showing everyone how his Roadhog still works on 2019. Gets a grasp, catches FPS. It really goes to show if you're solid at the skill shot, you are gonna be able to set these skills up. Anyway, right now, Sander still staying on the left-hand side has come back with a vengeance. Gonna get 2 frags on the board, and you can really see the damage potential here from Funeral Parlor, just pretty much destroying the opponent. For now though, here comes Funeral Parlor. They're designed to use these sightlines as much as possible. Passing in the meantime in the front, and there you go with the dynamite as well. Sander though with a tag onto one. Oh, FPS. Interesting enough, playing that Torbjorn. It ain't gonna happen. Sander and Bob on fire, showing that they do have a lot of DPS prowess with that hit scan. A little bit of a struggle here and now for the red hand side in order to use Su. Ready with the amp matrix as well. And the Kaboomers playing internally. They're trying to use that cover to get away from those bullets to begin with. Fascinate though, hooked up in a bad spot. I feel really good setup. Milson's right now though running hog wild, and that's a lot of resources tossed against that Orisa. Eventually, sure, it does lead to a kill, but it really goes to show that every time Milson is able to get the pick on you, that is going to be your demise. The hook is enough to secure the kill, and really one of the best that the Philippine scene has to offer on that hero. Anyway, though, Mazu right now, do you see the flux available? Grasp in response at the same time. Yumi though backing on out, and Norisu jumping into the action yet again. Still, we do have 3 ultimates ready to go between our 3 players here for the blue hand side. The Bob, the Valkyrie, and the Flux all ready to go. In the meantime though, here we go with Snipe yet again from Yumi, trying to make it to the other end rather. And this game gonna be stopped though by Bob in front. Bob and Fire John both gone already. Good flux here from the Mazu, trying to get into the middle line, and Ferg is gonna get caught into that one. That's into the backline support going down along the way. You know what Yusudo decided to show everyone how it's done on the DPS department. Pops the amp matrix, and Kaboomers pushing to that first point. Now a little desperate here from Fascinate, almost dies. They'll be putting up that shield instead. FPS in the meantime through that high ground. Beautiful coach under from Sander. But Yumi gets the catch instead. Gets the shot as soon as the Ash is backing on out. Venomine is there as well. Here we go with the hook right now. Archangel trying to make it. But anyway, here comes the tackling advisor. Bob getting the scout, getting to the spot on the Yumi. Unfortunately, cannot go for the touch, and he will get punished accordingly. Fergus instead showing that he can play the DPS on the support basically with that Ana. But good on him, not tunneling, deciding that Orisa is a big priority. And you can really notice in Overwatch, if you're not getting topped up, the TTK on this game is absolutely ridiculous. It's so easy to die in the first place. And the Full Hog right now available here for Archangel, trying to march forward along the way. In the meantime, here we go with the hook. Valkyrie available though for our Mercy on the blue hand side. And with an Ana boost ready to go as well, this is a good way for Funeral Parlor to turn things around. Still, it's all about CQC by this point in time. No Reese who gets hooked up. I feel a little too late to save himself. Here comes Sean as well as Bob. The Doomfist in his element. Getting close to the walls. The nail gun just stamping FPS onto that wall. And Funeral Parlor. Another solid defense by this point in time. We'll see if the blue hand side can hold in the warehouse area. Anyway, it really is old economy here for the blue hand side. The Funeral Parlor is just cycling ultimates as much as possible. They're not overcommitting, and now they are going to be online with 3 into this next fight. The Flux, the Valkyrie, and the Bob all going to be good to go. FPS though letting it rip, and we'll get punched instead. Nanaboo's right here right now into that hook, and FPS cannot get close to anyone. Still, the Mazu might be overextending by this point in time. Here goes the Dynamite. There's a lot of damage being done onto this Reaper. Still, he won't fall. Milsons and John instead. Gonna get some frags along the way. Milsons has even turned around for that kill apparently. And here comes the Flux right now from the defense. They're gonna be throwing everything they have by this point in time. The good thing here for Kaboomers, even though they use that Blossom not really to the best degree, they are gonna be able to take the lead in that ult economy. Now the Kaboomers gonna be trying to find an opportunity to get into this warehouse. Here we go though with the potential hook. It gets bounced away by the barrier. Fascinating in the meantime, supercharge available, and the Kaboomer is looking strong so far. Milsuds! Oh no, he's gonna get dropped down. Forced to use that vape to try and stay alive. Damage reduction really a big factor to keeping that Roadhog in a good spot. And now Fascinate will get punished by chasing after the Milsuds yet again. Same time, same place, same kind of kill. But now we did see a swap. It's a Mei here for Yuumi. I like the pick here inside. Very, very strong to get the separation. And it's gonna be a cold day here at the brewery. You always want to have some cold beer to enjoy. For now, Supercharger here for Fascinate in order to bring back Archangel. And the red hand side, gonna be having to deal with the Fury Bob. Oh, Yuumi! Almost gets taken down there, but the perfect sleep guard courtesy of Fergus. Now here we go with the hook. Bob still, of course, in effect. At the heel, gonna be tossed onto that ultimate. Right now the Doof is gonna get the punch onto Yuumi, still not gonna meet up in terms of that charge. And it seems like the red hand side able to clutch things out yet again. Kaboomers. 22 seconds, has a good foothold on that payload. Marching closer and closer to the end of this warehouse. And here comes the Dragon on the inside. So easy to just demolish everything in its path. Namazu right now in a bad spot will get taken down. And Sander trying to turn things around. He gets Sander boost up. Yuumi doing the same. Freezing that Reaper. But it seems like that hold not really the best there from Fascinates. It does get 3, sure. But they were too busy on that Reaper. It gets pulled away. And Sander right now still staying on. Blizzard right here right now. Courtesy of our main player. Sander though. Shadow stepping on away. Bob on fire right now. Gonna be ice cold instead. But a top up courtesy of Hera. Keeping everyone alive. And Funeral Parlor looking good on this point. Spawn advantage in their favor. Sander right now able to stall enough to get Sue. And it's a Death Blossom on the face of the Mei. Fergus running on in. Gonna die to the hail of bullets. And overall, the Nano boosted Reaper showing that what it can do to stay alive. The sustain is so strong. And even though you get the freeze onto the Reaper, it's just not enough to halt. Honestly, throwing things at a bad spot. I mean, they gotta go into the second round. Funeral Parlor looking to dominate, looking to win out in this attack. This is game number 4, guys. I'm expecting, you know, just a okay session. Not the most today, but thank you guys for celebrating, you know, a whole year of Pugs yet again with me. We had these things as what? Community scrims, and then we turned them into the Pugarinos. And right now we are going to be going strong into, you know, it's been a year of Pugs basically. It's been 2 years of, has it been 2 years of community scrims? I'm not really too sure. Of basically lobby games in general. But you can really see how people have grown, or the people have gone back in and out of the game. I can see myself grow as well. Like when I check out some of our older stuff, it really goes to show how experience is the best teacher in many situations. But anyway, the Kaboomers right now gonna be on the defense this time. You know, enough about the sentimentality. Let's talk about the game. And always is a pleasure to have you all here in our stream. Thank you guys for the support, making this, you know, still have some profit as well as some prevalence for me. You know, keeping the streams. I don't stream too much, you all know that. But the fact is, you guys all support, all make it happen. So helpful, and so, you know, I feel a lot of gratitude by what you guys have really offered to the community. And you know, the truth is not everyone likes each other, but at the very least people play on lobbies or tournaments or whatever. You know, it is what it is. Can't force everyone to like each other, and that's how it is sometimes. Anyway though, I think I got a little sappy there. Kaboomers gonna be staying on this high ground. No ooh moments here, guys. No T_Ts. Let's see though if Archangel can get the hit on the Milsons, but Hera the Reaper, I believe. No, it might have been that Milsons Roadhog instead. Sander though, gonna get the shot onto FPS. Really, Sander has showed that he is really one of the best contenders to the throne right now on the PA scene. In terms of that DPS department, Sander now fragging out does get to John 117, able to get on board as well. And you can really see what practice does, what constant practice, constantly getting better does to a person. And for many people who are looking to take Overwatch more seriously, it's always good to see the progress of a community member from the first time he joined Pugs to everything he's done. Yeah, Funeral Parlor right now, running hog wild, but 2 snipers getting damage done. Yuumi in FPS, showing everyone who's boss, but it might not be enough. Archangel on that Diva right now, Fascinate still spawning. And Diva has to stall for time to allow that Winston to connect. No, they're gonna disengage, and that's unfortunate. Apparently though, John 117 very proactive, gets the Steve right onto Fascinate they were expecting. a potential contest there. Seems like it just didn't happen. Fascinating though, dropping down. Here we go with the Primal Rage. Rampaging, looking to beat on down as well. Looking to brawl as much as possible. Bob on fire, gone from the game. Archangel seeing to that one. And interesting, an added boost here on the Fascinate as well. Seems like the red hand side throwing everything they have to go for the spawn cap instead. Fascinate showing everyone who's boss 1.21 gigawatts of punishments. Kaboomers. Still though, they have a lot of time to deal with. 4:30 on the clock here now for the blue hand side. It's gonna be a tough time to say the least. Funeral Parlor though, deciding to allow Sander to go crazy. It's a nano boosted Widowmaker, and every single time you get that charge, it's gonna be a pick off potentially. In the meantime, to the high ground we go for Funeral Parlor. They decided to play the Winston as well, and the Mazu able to get that takedown onto FPS. Anyway though, here's Sander right now, going for the brawl as much as possible. Archangel though does have that self-destruct, and the Kaboomers topping up their Diva. So how will they use this bomb? Oh, unfortunately, the DM isn't able to save the day in time. And right now, here we go with the Roadhog yet again. Bullhog is popped. Archangel out of the mech. Might get taken down here and now. Stagger, Sleep Start connecting. And here comes the Tactical Visor. Bob just trying to destroy everything in his tracks, everything in his sightlines. But apparently everyone is dead already. And the red hand side only gonna have one last real chance to make things happen. Still though, we do have the defense respawning in the Kaboomers. Gonna be able to try and make it to the other end. Infrasight though, showing everyone where everyone is going. Fascinate now with a leap onto the other side. Oh, doesn't get the private rage in time. Beautiful hook there from Milsons, realizes the opportunity. And over Risu gonna get caught on the inside as well. You'll be gone from the game. Here we go though with the self-destruct, and everyone is fine. Seems like Sander able to hide behind those plates, all those boxes. And right now Archangel getting an added boost, but can't chase after Bob. That really is the peskiness of the Soldier 76. Sure, he doesn't do too much damage, but he can run away pretty easily. Fascinate though, leaping onto the other side, pops the Primal Rage at half health. In the meantime, the red hand side brawling still on this defense with their two tanks. Can Funeral Parlor finish things off? John with a tag onto one already. FPS though playing a page out of Sander, but he's gonna get felled by Bob on fire instead. And right now the Baby Diva as well as the Lucia, the only ones left onto that point. Fascinates trying to jump to the other side, gets stuck by the tree. And that is gonna be the end of this one. Funeral Parlor takes that win. John 117 with a lot of proactive plays, showing everyone who's boss.
Play of the game.
Play of the game goes over to Doomfist though. And oh, it was an effort. Finally, the blue side takes that W.
I am unstoppable.
Double.
So, can we still get some games going? Okay. Last game then? Gonna go for a last game real quick. To finish things off. Yes, baby. What? You're not. Oh. No. We need one more, guys. We need one more. Oh, sakto. We can make it happen. Wait. Can I get a Bigu? We can. Come on, the Mazu. Last game if ever. Who's there? That's FPS with Bob and Hera. And then Arc and me. There you go. One more game. Sakto. Last game of the year. First, are you there? And finally, let's go for a control just to end things off. Happy New Year, apparently. Is Chris Breaker still AFK? Hi. Hi, are you here? Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. I think he's AFK. Unfortunate. Now let's make this one more. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Merry Xmas. Palit kami ni Curse. Diyan ba si Curse? He's AFK, I think. Puro AFK. Parang di naman maka... Oh, okay. IPM. No rep. That. Oh well. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Last game for the year, guys, in our Pug Arenas. Let's make it happen. And thank you guys for tuning on in tonight. Let's end things off on a high note. And this is gonna be Lijiang Tower. Merry Christmas on the blue hand side, and Happy New Year on the red. You know, it's time to enjoy the holidays. And thank you for giving me a little bit of your time to make these bugs happen. Game number 5 to end things up. Sorry we had to start late, had to finish a bunch of things. But let's go into a classic Lijiang Tower. Here for the blue hand side, it is gonna be Merry Christmas. And on the red, it's gonna be Happy New Year. But basically, on the blue, it's gonna be the core of Abigo with Archangel. Alongside Nilsson's this time. We also have FPS, Bob on fire.
Ready for battle.
With Hera and John 117. On the flip side, on the red team, is gonna be Namazu playing on instead. No Ryusu there as well. Alongside them, it's Sander, Fergus, finally getting that DPS yet again, an Ugly Rat, and finally Bench Boy, gonna be on that second support. There's a lot of friendship here, and now you can see that Lee's lines have been basically drawn.
3, 2,
But keep in mind who's with who.
round
We got to see some old faces there at the start of this bug session, and we got to see a lot of new ones here by the tail end. We'll see which side can get more condemnation go. Will it be Merry Xmas or will it be Happy New Year? The John 17. Oh, Terra though, right? Tossing that play out orb will get that takedown. You know what he's in the meantime, playing his pocket pick. Gonna be on that Wrecking Ball instead. Goes for the pile driver, but might not be enough. Bench Boy giving the res now onto Fergus. And Merciana, a lot of healing here for the red hand side. Playing that McCree, always a good spot as well. Allows the pocket to happen. Mid-range damage, very, very effective, but Bob on fire takes out Fergus again. You can really see from McCree struggling to find the angle by this point in time. And here on Control Center, CQC is the name of the game. Bob gonna be leading the charge in the scenario. Sander now with a counter punch. And you can always see that Control is always where fights are the best in. In Control, it's not really about set plays, but more on your skill, your decision making to find which targets to go on, which to take down. Sure, you can have a set play at the start, but compared to our other map types, it's a lot more difficult. It becomes a chaotic brawl. It becomes a matchup on who can get whose kill first. And now Dragon Strike is available here for FPS. He's going to be able to take care of the funnels at any point in time. Sander though, onto the opposite end. Meteor Strike is available. And here comes the jump. Here comes the slam. Bob though, going to get that punch onto Sander. And it's a 1-for-1 trade here, but the defense holding strong so far. They haven't really lost anyone as a core in this scenario. FPS was their backline damage. Another good punch there from Bob. Takes care of Bench Boy's attempted res. The struggle here for the red hand side to be able to penetrate. It's not really the most standard comps, especially with this Wrecking Ball inso. And Archangel deciding it's time to take a trip on my favorite rocket ship. Fergus gonna be able to get that frag as well. And where are you going, Mr. Archangel? That's the real question. As right now, Milsons is close to that Graviton Surge. The blue hand side already with a dominant 66% to nothing. But losing the Reinhardt is a big hit, because this is going to force the blue hand side to back on that. Sandbar though from above, Jung 117 with some style points. Mines are there, here we go though with the Graviton Surge. And Sander Fergus, 2 frags on the board. Here comes the Mazu right now, marching forward, counter Graviton Surge from Wilsons. He has 100 energy, but doesn't have the most backup. Can he actually get some frags? Seems like it's not the case, because Namazu and Inoriyusu working together to take the brunt of the damage with those bubbles. And Happy New Year! Gonna be popping off, gonna be showing 2020 who's the boss. So 84% to 11, good flip here from Happy New Year, and as I said, Control can come to a header at any point in time. It's always an interesting sight to see. In order to use those thing on the right hand side, here we go though with the Fire Strike, and a beautiful stick there from Sander, gonna get that hit onto Milsons. Unfortunately though, not gonna be enough to get that kill. John 17, Hera trying to work together, Moira though, in a bad spot, and the heal is there, uses the Fade to get the Dispel. FPS with a solid 2-for with that Dragon Strike. Fergus right now. Deadeye doesn't get too much, and he gets run over pretty quickly. And that's the problem here and now on Control Center. Too much to handle between the Reinhardt and the Zarya. Delusion the Moira allowing them to get in the face of the opposition. The Ugly Rat is standing there. Did he disconnect? Seems like he had to pick something. Thought the round was over perhaps, but no, it's still one more chance. Fergus, can he get that nano boost? Will Sander be the one to target instead? seems like it is the case. Sander having a lot of thrust given to him by his team. Beautiful stick onto Archangel, and that Tracer getting some solid hits done. Hera though coalesces, has the back on now thanks to the Tracer's movements. And Sander just out in front yet again. Bob on fire though with that meteor stick. Takes care of one. Nick that too. Can he get that Tracer? Doesn't have the punch this time. And finally the red hand side able to secure the fight in another instance. Still though, not the easiest job here for Happy New Year. They have to deal with the jingles of Merry Christmas, and one more flip will allot the blue hand side with this first map victory. Still though on control, we are playing a best of 5, so a lot of opportunities to both sides. Grab the surge right now, gets the bomb, and Sander! That gets that 2 kills. John and Archangel gone from the game yet again. Wilson's now torn apart. And in the meantime, here comes the Mazu, marching forward. Trying to get some damage going. Oh, that's Arya. High energy, low disregard for the opposition. And here we go with the soundbite from John. They're looking for that kill onto the Namazu, but they're not getting it. Good top up there from Bench Boy, pocketing that Zarya along the way. Thrust on his team. And the red hand side right now is just looking so solid so far. Desperation time here from John. He's gonna go for the flank. Try to get to that point. Dragon Strike though, eating up Fergus. But Alusha is dead in the water. Overtime not ticking away as this is gonna be Will Wicker sliding on down. Archangel in a bad spot. Sander getting 2 frags on the board. And Happy New Year. Clutching thing as perhaps. No more contest there from our Doomfist as Bob gets caught by Fergus. And the red hand side that takes it. It looks so precarious for them, but 100 to 99 on this first map.
2-1. Ready.
Into map number 2 we go. Oh, we're coming close to a 2-hour session. We'll see if we are going to be able to go all 5 games. Or will this be a 3-0 sweep? The red hand side though did not have the easiest time to take that win. It was so difficult to try and get that flip. Good composition there from Team Blue, from Team Merry Christmas. But the going got tough. Sander again getting that clutch with that nano boost. You can really see why so many guys in this one. See Mercy super jump exploit. Sorry guys, we need to focus them too. Is it an exploit or is it a feature? But as I was saying in that scenario, you know, when you have the DPS you can rely on all session, where they've been having the hottest hands, it's time for you to show everyone how it's done. Beautiful boop, but unfortunately doesn't get the environmentals that they're looking for. Fergus and Norris instead punishing the dive. And Happy New Year, looking for that capture. Wilson's all alone onto the point. Will get taken down. Here we go with the flip right now. Good start here from Happy New Year. Merry Christmas on the back foot this time. So into the air we go. It's going to be FPS playing that Pharah. He's pretty solid at it. One of his signature heroes alongside the Hanzo. In the meantime, Fergus also a hot hand with this one. Plays that hit scam, plays that Pharah. And you know, it's always good to see one of our old guns come on back from the game. Anyway, Archangel don't rock connecting onto Fergus, and oh, they almost trip over. Wolves bombs out to the floor, pile driving right here, right now, and Ryusu trying to get a grapple on, will get hooked up instead. And Wilson's going fishing, putting the hamster back, not the culinary etiquette that they're looking for. Goodbye, rats, will get pooped down by FPS. Happy New Year, running out of members with FPS soaring the skylines. Solid effort so far by that Pharah. Sander forced to swap over to that McCree. It's now gonna be time to see if FPS can handle the hit scan prowess of our red side. I know Merry Christmas right now. Gets that flip on back. And we are in a scenario where this has to be a slow push from Happy New Year. Still though, they can shift gears. Gets that first pick onto FPS. No resurrection here from Arrow so far. But no Ryusu all alone. No one actually helping out that Wrecking Ball way too early for our hamster player. That's gonna be a Deadeye completely shut down already. Here Dodo with Milson. Popping that Bulldog along the way. Valkyrie courtesy of Benchboy as well. Merry Christmas right now. Still holding on. Can Ryusu come back to the point? He's trying to grapple there. FPS 80% right now with the barrage. And this is gonna be the Mercy eating that anti-heal as well. And now Merry Xmas trying to get in position yet again, looking to try and find that target. Sander though, Deadeye. Here comes the rocket flash from Fergus through the window. It's gonna be a glass full of pain. John and Milson's though able to get kills back here for Merry Christmas. The stall is still going on. Let's see if the Roadhog can keep up and keep alive. Not gonna happen apparently. Namazu gonna vaporize the guy. Happy New Year right now gets the flip on back 60 to 40 in this scenario. We've seen that any kind of lead that the blue hand side has been able to get means nothing to Happy New Year. Anyway, in terms of ultimates, they are going to get the Flux, the Barrage, and the Nano Boost here for the blue hand side. Conversely though, it's going to be a Valkyrie, a Deadeye, Mines, as well as a Nano Boost for Happy New Year. And they're going to be looking for some cycles in this defense. Already pushing forward by the bridge. Trying to go for the chokehold, especially allow their McCree to get some solid sidelines onto FPS. Now that Farah cannot fly up in the air anytime soon. This might be a rotation in behind instead. Beautiful anti-heal right now from Algirats! And a Dynamite gonna seal the deal there. Archangel though gets the Flux, gets a Nano Boost. So to go for the slam on down. Thank you for the 20 months resub there, Rebirths. Last push 2019 indeed, good sir. Good luck in OT. As Happy New Year right now. 3 frags on the board yet again. I also got an emote from you, the Santa Claus, and Oryu so gonna take. He almost got the bowling pins, but instead he will take a taste of his own medicine. And as the Rocket Barrage comes from FPS, this has become Sander, showing that he's the real 6-shooter. And Happy New Year right now, 1 map away from the W. We've seen a series before. Go for the reverse sweep. Can Merry Christmas do it? Will the spirit of Christmas happen? Yeah, thank you for the haha point, Rebirths. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. And what will be the gift that Merry Xmas has to give to me? FPS moving over back to that Hanzo. Bob on fire. That's that Doomfist. And I would love to see them actually use the Roadhog. Yeah, they can use that Roadhog efficiently with that Orisa especially. Anyway though, Merry Xmas, there you go. Gonna go for that Roadhog, and Milson's interesting enough to the ball instead. So we'll see some more antics here in now. Milson's over to the right hand side, knows the rotation. Can he actually get a boop or two? In the meantime, here comes an Ryusu. The Moz are gonna be there as well. Happy New Year, marching forward along the way. Milson's though already flashbanged up by Sander. And that's the first frag onto that hamster ball. The Pits will get pet down by the McCree instead. Now Bob on fire, the next target. Still, mid-range consistency is the name of the game here for Happy New Year. Amazu in the meantime, trying to find which door to use. And Ryusu looks to set up, gets a pile driver on, gets punched away by that Doomfist. But Hera quite low already. That's going to be the Brigitte dying to some splash damage. And Happy New Year just running over the opposition. Sander fragging out yet again. FPS going to be able to get 1 kill for his team. But overall, Happy New Year is already looking to celebrate those fireworks. Anyway, with the Deadeye available here for Happy New Year, they are going to be looking to back on out. Here comes Bob on fire though, trying to go for the punch, and did, and already to get stuck there. Might be a bait and switch. Here we go with the fist yet again. In the meantime, Genji here for Fergus right now, and the big blade might turn things around. Deadeye though, try to crack that shield, not going to happen. Milson's in the meantime, just running away with it, playing a little bit of that speed racer. And looking for the cap onto the point. Forces the response there from the Mazu and Sander. In the meantime, FPS going to be out in front as well. Easy swipe there from Fergus. FPS too late with the reaction. And goodbye, Hera! Gonna be falling on down there. Meteor strike here from Bob on the fire. And an action move is spilling over to that point. Capital Surge though to patch the poor Doomfist. And right now, Happy New Year. 3 fights away from sweeping this game. Maybe, just maybe, the blue hand side getting a taste of the past. And Happy New Year looking for the future. It's a new decade, guys. It's coming our way soon. And right now, we are gonna see a little bit of the old antics yet again. I'll drive it right here, right now though from Milson's. Bob on fire. Gonna get that takedown onto Sander. In the meantime, Archangel right now. Supercharge is available. And FPS getting a frag at the same time. So Merry Christmas. Swapping things over to that Mei. Already surprising the opponents. Allowing them to get to that point. Lucio Moira along the way. And I like the realization here from Merry Xmas. They have seen that their Lucio Moira was basically their best composition. It allows them to run wherever they want to. And it seems like the closer they get to their opponent, the easier it is to get any frags. Anyway, John right now with that Coalescence. Namazu's not on the side. Sander torn apart by the beams. And it's a game of zones in this Game of Thrones. That's Merry Xmas right now, freezing an Ryusu. Fergus though, desperate! Gonna decide to go for that Nano Blade right here, right now, all alone! And not the best decision, honestly, here from Fergus. Sander brought back to life, but he's gonna go for the Deadeye as well. And overall, Happy New Year throwing away their lead. They go for the Nano Blade, they go for the Jedi in a fight that's already lost. And in the end, this puts more and more of their struggles into the forefront. Anyway, Bob on fire. Tactical Visor doesn't even need to aim. No aim, no brain. Just hold left click and get the kill. And no Ryusu also caught on the other side. Sander though with that counter frag. And he's trying to go for that Milsons. Still though, the Arisa gonna be there as well. And it's time to run over to McCree, says the two tanks. Perfect pocket play though, courtesy of Bench Boy Pile Driver right here, right now. And Archangel lingering too long will get taken down. Beautiful response there from the right hand side. They decided to sustain with their DPS and keep him alive as much as possible. No giving up, no surrendering, says Happy New Year. Bob on fire, trying to deal with Sander, but the headshot connects. Absolutely clutch here from our McCree. Flashbang right now onto the hamster ball. And Happy New Year does not regard any kind of progress that Merry Christmas is doing. Standing 5% right now. One last real fight on both sides. We'll see though who can take the win in this scenario. Can Happy New Year seal the deal? Blizzard a little off the mark, grabbed on Surge there as well. Sound Barrier now in response. And we do have Milsons capping that point. In the meantime though, with the Coalescence in with that Sound Barrier, the blue hand side has expended its 2 support ultimates. Right now though, they have to deal with the Nano Boost. Rat trying to enable his team. Seems like Merry Christmas though able to step onto the point quicker. But we are going to be forced to go to a map number 4. It's not enough for Happy New Year to win out right now. It seems like Santa Claus wants a last gasp. This is going to be the start of something new. 1 to 2.
Score 1 to 2.
Absolutely clutch there and perfect realization from the blue hand side. That Lucia Moira, pretty much their bread and butter. You gotta love your bread, you gotta love your butter, and most of all, you gotta love each other. Anyway, it's time. Merry Christmas. I'm going for the attack. On the flip side, Happy New Year. And we're doing the same. Here we go yet again into another control map. Back into the gardens we go. And we'll always see the seeds of victory grow here for Happy New Year. As Milson's trying to get to the other side. Oh, he overextends. And goodbye, Milson's. Where are you going, sir? Where are you going? Gotta go fast. But sometimes when you go too fast, you are gonna be going down. Ice Wall is there, set on up by FPS, and advantage for Happy New Year already. High piping. You can, you overextended. There, Milsons. Unfortunate, but seems like the blue hand side trying to turn things around. Bob on fire, getting that first frag onto bench point. Fergus though on McCree this time. Sander on Daks Soldier 76. And it's time to see if Sander can be comfortable with that mobility. Happy New Year though, dealing with the ice wall. Set up out in front yet again. Fergus looking back on out to McCree. Eats the shots there. Anyway, Sander keeping the frags ongoing. John 117 as well as FPS playing the stall game. The Coalescence gonna be enough to keep the sustain on as long as the Moira is able to stay alive. And the Blizzard right now trying to turn things on its head. Can he actually get a freeze? No, it's gonna be a game of zones yet again. Here we go though with Sander with a tactical visor on either side with the point as of yet. But ultimate's being popped left, right, and Sander right now getting 3 frags on the board. That's a tactical visor. That gets some value. Consistent damage with the Soldier 76. And Happy New Year right now with that initial capture. Now yet again in control, whoever gets cap points first does set the tempo of the game and does lead to usual victories. Because you tell your opponent where you're gonna fight. In the meantime, they're desperate to touch that point. And Milson's already on it. Objective Gaming is his go-to. Anyway, Bob on fire. Tactical visor available. Milson's buying time. Unable to get on outside, but still the blue hand side able to get in position. Here go though with that Outer Shock. John gonna get caught in the Black Razors. In the Ryusu in the meantime, Supercharger available. And the Matrix as well as the eye field sent. Still though, Fergus from the side gets that dead eye, connecting onto FPS. Archangel gonna be falling on down as well. And overall, this is Happy New Year, completely dominating that fight. They found the opportunities. They got the pick up onto the ball before anything has happened. A little desperate there from Merry Xmas as well as Milsons. They could have gotten out a little earlier. But for now, Tactical Visor gonna be the name of the game. No sidelines whatsoever. In the meantime, here we go. Round in the round we go yet again. Merry Xmas trying to dodge all of that. And gets the boop onto Fergus. John gonna get a pick up as well. Archangel even slamming down the Mazu. And through grit here and now from Merry Xmas, they decide to throw caution at the wind. And the wind gonna be showing them that they are in nature's good graces. Halt, goodbye FPS. Aw, the ice wall, his own ice wall messing with him. And the halt there from Noryusu, absolutely crucial. Right now, Happy New Year, having this advantage, and a tactical visor, gonna be a good component of that. I feel though will go down immediately. Shatter right here, right now from Archangel, doesn't get much, but seems like the hammer, ding dong, the witch is dead, and the bell toils for anyone in the face of the Reinhardt. Can Sander make it out? Seems like this guy knows how to play some B-hop, hiding behind the rock. But will it be enough? Gonna get hammered away by Archangel instead, and goodbye, soldier. It's gonna be time for Chivalry to be the way of the world yet again. So for the time being, we still have mines and we are gonna have the Blizzard Merry Xmas looking to reset by the bridge yet again. Trying to stabilize, trying to make sure that the opposition gonna be coming in through the funnel from the bridge onto the north hand side instead. Because honestly, it does suit them a lot better, especially with that Reinhardt. Milsons though, always gonna be a threat. Look for Boopsar too. Sander right now as well as Bob dueling with one another. And Fergus trying to crack this ice wall. Seems like it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Benchboy in the meantime, here go do it at that Matrix. And there's a Deadeye right now from Fergus. He's kept alive though by the Nana Boost. And OverRush, 2 kills on the board with that supercharge as well. And the Mazu blowing up an opening. FPS gone from the game. John 117 dead as well. Happy New Year. Gets that flip one back. And with 70% right now, both sides at a pre-site. Both sides need to be some good plays. And OverRush, no save by the ledge! And Milsons doesn't get the boop that he's looking for. That is so heartbreaking for Merry Xmas. That would have been a pretty perfect immediate kill to start things off. But now they will have to deal with the full force. Namazu getting the boop. Goodbye, tactical visor. Here we go right now with that Blizzard and FPS looking for a target or two. Sees the pros in OverRush. That's gonna be Hera getting that takedown. Still though, beautiful flashback from Fergus. Gonna get the 2 supports. And Fergus right now staying on to the point. Biotic Orb still gonna be enough damage there to take care of that McCree. FPS on the left. Sees Namazu right now. The Diva charging forward yet again. Tracer though here from Bob on fire, trying to get some more DPS going, and sees the target. That's gonna be Benchboy crouching down. Almost gets the one clip there, but misses that half shot. Anyway, still Rats going for the shots from behind. Gonna get bothered by Milsons, and the blue hand side actually getting that point, but not much have died yet, and this is gonna be a brawl to try and get that capture. Fergus right now with that Deadeye locking on, doesn't get Milsons as he hides from the corner at the last moment. And right now, Rat gonna need the peel in this scenario. Milsons looking for that takedown. In the meantime, here we go with the boop onto the Rat. Seems like he stayed way too close to that ledge. And Merry Christmas trying to clutch things up. They're so close already, they can taste it. But Sander has other plans. It's time for 2 kills here. Courtesy of our Tracer. Mines gonna get popped as well. And as overtime now ticks away, we'll see John 117 gonna be that target. Hera zipping along as well. Namazu though with that self-destruct. And goodbye Mines. It's time to clean things up. Archangel dead from the game. FPS, he has the Blizzard. But the blue hand side has to stall for a time. In the meantime though, John 117 with that coalescence. It's an overhead toss on the inside. And here comes the Blizzard. Here comes the freeze. Fergus trying that Deadeye. Doesn't happen. Gets frozen up by his opponent instead. But here for Happy New Year. Fight not over yet. They get the kill. On to John 117 to start things off. Here we go now with a pulse bomb! And the eye field is gone from the game, but Sander and Namazu clutching things out, getting things back. And the numbers in favor of Happy New Year. What a fight here in now for both sides. And what a way to end the year as Happy New Year gonna take the victory here on Lijiang Tower. And we are done for the year. We are done for the decade. And we are done for the night. Thank you guys for making this happen. And I'll see you guys next year on that weekend.
Play of the game.
I've got you in my sights.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. See you next year, all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for tuning in. And that is gonna be the last pug of... I put that shit, dude. 69%, 85 eliminations. Absolutely well deserved. What a good end. What a good end there. And I'll thank you guys for tuning on, and yet again, quick little recap before we end things up. 3 emotes for everyone, man. Milson's getting an emote as well. But quick little recap before we end things up. Today we had 5 games. A 1-3 on Hollywood, a 2-3 on Junkertown, a 3-4 on Hanamura, a 2-1 on Havana. And at the end, it was a 1-3 on Lijiang Tower. So finally ending things up with a control map. No King's Road today, interesting enough. But it is always a pleasure to have y'all. See you next year, see you next decade, see you next weekend, guys. It's always a pleasure. We're gonna be opening up another sheet, Pugs History 2020, till this thing dies, or maybe when we get into Overwatch 2. I've been Daks, and have had a good year with y'all. Thank you guys for tuning on in. Thank you guys for all the support. And who knows if we can get a random stream on out by any point in time before the year ends. But beyond that, that's the last pug for this time. So you guys have fun. Don't blow up your fingers. And make sure you're all good and you're all alive for our next pug session. Bye bye.